Hi, second graders. Mrs. Shook again, working with grade 2 skills. We're on Unit 3, Lesson 8. Our learning goals for today: hear and distinguish between oral words with the ah and o sounds. Read 1 and 2 syllable words with a tricky spelling o for o. And read The Swimming Sisters, the next story in our text, and then answer questions, including a Venn diagram about the story. Okay, here are the trees we have for the ah and o. For ah, it's always spelled with the letter O, like in cot, stop, and clock. And for the O sound, it's O-A, O, O-E, and O space E. Okay, for the next section, I'm going to say a word, and you're going to indicate if it's the ah or o tree where that word would go. First word, hot. That's an ah. Next, cot. Also ah. Next we have road. That's an O. Clock. That's ah, it's even on the tree. Next, toast. With an O sound. Next we have got. Got is an ah. Boat. Foam. Stop. And groan. Okay, our O sound spelling today is the letter O, like in open. And looking at the power bar, this is a more common spelling. So, a lot of the times when you hear O, it's going to be spelled with just a single O. Okay, so adding that to our list for the O sounds, some words that have the single letter O making the O sound: hotel, moment, program, bonus, poster, poet, polo, halo, open, omit, and over. Okay, here's a list of words. So just like when we had the long A sound, when you have an O at the end of a syllable of a multi-syllable word, it's going to make the O sound. So looking at number 1, we have hotel versus hot. The O in hotel makes an O sound, whereas the O in hot makes an ah. Number 2, moment versus mom. Robot versus rob. Right, so we're not saying robot, it's robot. 4, totem versus tot. And 5, logo versus log. Okay, our activity page today, 8.1, sort the words by spelling. So just like we've been doing, now we're sorting them into the O like go, O-A like full, O-E like toe, and O space E like bone. Read through the 4 lists of words, there's 26 words altogether, and sort them where they go. So like rope, home are O space E, and over is an O. So continue sorting them just like this. Our reading today, we're continuing in our Kids Excel book. Some of our sound spelling: Sunday and say, training and weighted, notes and wrote, Castro, and then faster, multi-syllable words: Castro, speedsters, Sunday, training, weighted, and faster. Vocabulary: a meet. A meet is an event where athletes compete against each other. Sprints or short distances in which speed is the main goal. So swimming and running events, sprints are really short distances that are traveled, and you have to go really, really, really fast. So speed is the focus. Free means short for freestyle. It's a traditional swim stroke. And laps, the distance from one end of the pool to the other. The purpose for reading today: read carefully to find out about the Swim Sisters. Okay, here we are, the Swim Sisters. So at the top of the page, you'll see the 2 girls, Kim Castro and Val Castro. They are sisters and they both enjoy swimming. So let's find out more information about these girls. Kim and Val Castro are swimming sisters. Kim is 16. Val is 15. The sisters swim for the Red River Swim Program, RRSP. Both of them are fast. In fact, they are two of the fastest swimmers in the state. I went to see the two sisters at the pool where they swim. They were training for a big meet. So, I said, do I dare ask which of you is faster? Kim smiled. I am faster in the sprints, she said, but Val is faster in the long races. So what counts as a sprint in swimming? The 50 free is a sprint, said Kim. 50, I said. Is that 50 feet? No, said Kim, it's 50 yards. Gosh, I said, 50 yards? That's a sprint. It sounds long to me. You see, I am not much of a swimmer. The 50 free is an all-out sprint, Kim said. It's like the 100-yard dash in track. It's over in a flash. The 100 free is a sprint, too. So what counts as a long race in swimming? The 500 free is a long race, Kim groaned. It's too long for me. I start to get tired after 150 yards or so, but not Val. The longer the race is, the better she is. The 50 free is my best race, said Val. The 500 free is my best race, said Val. 500 yards, I said. What's that, 100 laps? No, Val said. In a 25-yard pool, it's up and back 10 times. I jotted notes in my notebook. So let's see, I said. The 100-yard race counts as a short race. Kim is good at the short races. 500 yards is a long race. Val is good at the long races. Is there a race that is longer than the 100 yards and shorter than the 500 yards? Yes, there is, said Kim. The 200 free. So which of you speedsters wins that race? I asked. Kim looked at Val. She had a smile on her face. It was a sister-to-sister smile, and there was something else in it. There was a sort of challenge in the look. Val smiled back. She had the same look on her face. I waited. At last Kim spoke. It's hard to say who is faster in the 200 free. Sometimes Val wins, and sometimes I win. I see, I said. It sounds like the 200 free is the race to see. When will that race take place? It will be on Sunday, said Val, the last day of the state meet. I got out my pen and wrote, Sunday the 25th, 200 free, Castro versus Castro. Okay, so again we have a Venn diagram, which the two circles where they overlap, that's things that are similar between the two girls, Kim and Val. And on the outside, you're looking at the differences. So at the top of the page, there are 6 phrases in the word box. Put them where they would go. There's 50 free, 500 free, 200 free, 100 free. Faster in sprints, faster in races. If you don't remember which sister is which, go back and reread or re-listen to the story to find the correct information. And if you don't have that, work in Unit 3, Lesson 8 on the Google Forms. Great work today. See you tomorrow.